wanted to talk to you guys about the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra and what we can expect from that phone. Now, that phone won't be out until January or early February of 2025, but that's only about 6 months away at the time of making this video, and it hasn't stopped rumors from coming out about this phone. And I wanted to go through some of those rumors and kind of get you in line with where we are about that phone. So let's go through this list. Galaxy S25 Ultra, like I mentioned, faster charging. Will we see faster charging on this? It's a great question. We haven't heard anything about them giving us faster charging as of yet, and I would go with probably not. I would think that they're going to stick with 45 watt charging. They do have 65 watt charging on their newest laptops, which have Snapdragons in them. Their Galaxy Book Edge 4, that has, again, 65 watt USB-C charging. So it's not like they don't have devices that charge faster than 45 watts. They do, but will they carry that over to the phones? It wouldn't be surprising if they did and we got 65 watt. I think that'll be the next logical step in charging, would be 45 watt to 65 watt, but will they? It remains to be seen. I don't necessarily think we will. I think they'll hold that off for a future generation of the S line, but I think the first phones to get that 65 watt charging will be the S line for that phone. Next would be new design. We've heard that there's going to be a new design for it. We don't know how radical or how different it's going to be from previous generations of the Galaxy S line. And if you look at the Galaxy S20 Ultra and then you look at the 25 Ultra, they're basically the same phone. There's some difference, but not so much where the design language is completely different and it feels and looks like a completely different phone. It just doesn't. Now, I have a little picture on here. Could we see something like this where they add some kind of back display on there for notifications or interacting with the phone? Wouldn't surprise me, but it also kind of would surprise me because they would eat at their folding line, because you can use that on your fold or your flip. So maybe they won't do that. But at the same time, if they're changing the design of this, what could they possibly do if they're not doing something radical, such as adding a display on the back of the phone, and they're gonna keep the square design, you would bet? What are they gonna do? Maybe they'll get rid of the under display camera, which I doubt they will, or input the under display camera, change the design of the cameras on the back. They could do something like that. It remains to be seen. I'll believe it when I see it, when I actually see something radically different. My guess is they'll probably keep it fairly similar, but change it a little bit. And that would be their new design. Bigger battery. I don't believe they'll have a bigger battery in here. I think they'll keep it at 5,000 milliamps. I think they've been doing pretty good with the way they've been optimizing the operating system and the performance of the Snapdragon processor to give you basically all-day battery life. And then if you need to, you can top off with their 45 watt charging and be pretty good the rest of the day. So I actually don't think we will see a new battery inputted into this in terms of something bigger or even any new kind of battery technology. I think it would be very similar. They could, and they probably will be, because there's rumors about it, using more AI technology to change the battery so that you get better battery life. There's rumors that Galaxy Battery AI is going to give 10% more battery life, especially on the Z Fold 6 and Flip 6 phones, and that will obviously carry over to the S line. So we'll probably see more software-based solutions rather than hardware increases and things like that. Brighter display, I do think we will see that. They've increased the display brightness year over year pretty much, and I think we will see that again. 3,000 nits wouldn't surprise me, or anything higher than that. So yeah, I think we will see brighter displays continue on the S25 Ultra, so you get better outdoor viewing. New cameras, we've heard this, very strong rumors. 200 megapixel cameras, but then upgrading the telephoto lenses up to, and the ultra wide lenses, up to 50 megapixels on the back there, which again is not all that surprising for them to do something like that, but also throwing in 8K video on all those lenses as well. So if you want to shoot an ultra wide video in 8K, you'll be able to, or zoomed in all the way, you'll be able to. So it's really nice to see that they're going to potentially improve the camera megapixels, and then also give us 8K video if you need it, which I don't think really anyone needs that at this point in time, but at least they're at least giving you the option to have it. 16 gigs of RAM, will that be the norm on here? Man, I want to say yes, especially when I see other companies already doing it, such as OnePlus, and reportedly at the time of making this video, the Pixel Fold 2 will have 16 gigs of RAM. So it goes without saying, I think if those companies are doing it with their folding phones and some of their other phones, that we'll probably see Samsung do it on their traditional best phone of the year. So I'm gonna say, yeah, I think we'll see 16 gigs as the norm on the 25 Ultra, but that's what we're looking at so far. We're not looking at any bigger displays. They're looking like they're gonna keep that kind of squared off edge design, and in order to do that, they'd have to go to a 7.0 inch display, and I don't think they're doing that. It's gonna stick at 6.8 inches. But other than that, I think I've said it multiple times in my videos, the thing I would wanna see the most is some kind of display on the back that you can interact with and use it to take better photos with the back cameras, and just use your phone when it's on its back, so I don't have to, you know, always flip it over to see what the message is. That way it helps me with my battery life, because it's not having to power this huge display. I can just do it on the smaller display on the back. Let me know what you would love to see in the S25 Ultra. Have a great day, and we'll see you down the road. Peace.